It's Halloween. Maybe. I can't predict my upload schedule any better than you guys can, so who knows, really. Either way, call me Leonardo DiCaprio, because I'd like to paint a picture for you. You're on a cruise ship. Let's say you're in Alaska, because that's what I have B-roll footage of. It's nighttime, and you're looking out over the railing onto the dark water below. You can just make out the silhouette of some land against the night sky. Sounds peaceful, doesn't it? Wrong, wrong, wrong. You are so freaking wrong. You try putting me in that situation, and this is about how it'll go. I'll look out onto the water, maybe respectfully appreciate its beauty for a few seconds, and then out of nowhere, my heart is going to start racing faster than a pit bull running towards a small child. See, my brain thinks it's real cute and quirky, so it says to me, hey, wouldn't it be funny if you fell in? Wouldn't that be so wacky and different? So now I'm staring down at the water and thinking, oh god, oh shit, the boat's moving so fast. If I fell overboard, I'd be completely alone in open water within like 15 seconds, and nobody would notice, and it's going to be so dark, and I won't be able to see anything around me, and there could be literally anything underneath me for miles and miles, and there's something coming up from below, and it's grabbing my ankle and dragging me down. Holy shit! And at some point during my panic attack, I've sprinted away from the edge of the boat and leaned against a wall until I calmed down enough to yell at my brain for making me think about all that bullshit. See, I've got this little thing called Thalassophobia, which in Latin roughly translates to, oh no, water is really scary. Basically, I get freaked out by any body of water where I can't see the bottom. And that could be anything with murky water, you know, the ocean, a lake, a really poorly maintained motel swimming pool. See, a lot of the time I'll tell people I have this fear, and they'll just be like, okay, well, have you tried just not being afraid of water? And I'd just like to say, there's so much more to it than that. You're, like, just barely touching the tip of the iceberg, and if you knew how far down it went, you'd pity me like the pathetic freak I am. Because this stuff does go way, way down, like, really far down until you can't see anything, and it's terrifying, and oh my god, not again. Can't see anything, and it's terrifying. Picture yourself in a really dense fog, the kind you might find in a school bathroom that smells like cotton candy. There are things moving around you in every direction, but you can't tell how far away they are. Sometimes you think you see a shadow move in the distance, but you can't be sure. Now the floor's gone. You're floating in open space, and there is definitely something alive below you. It might be further away from you than I am from a healthy lifestyle, but it's there. There. That is what I'm afraid of. Anytime I'm in the water and my legs are dangling below me, I just have this overwhelming feeling that some sea monster with a thing for feet is going to grab me by the toes and drag me down to Davy Jones's locker. Other times, if God forbid I dip my head under and look around, I have these flashing intrusive images of something huge swimming directly towards me out of the darkness. Somehow, all of this hasn't stopped me from scuba diving. I got scuba certified in some lake in Virginia where they sunk a bunch of cool stuff to the bottom to look at underwater. Now that is what I think of school. I'm already wearing sunglasses. I can't put the PNG on, just like imagine it in your brains. I managed to go most of the dive without panicking, which was pretty cool. But you see, in some bodies of water, there's this thing called a thermocline, which is basically a hard cutoff point between the warmer and colder water. I don't know why it happens, ask a scientist. But either way, it's a really weird phenomenon. Just like up here, it'll be warm, like a soft blanket, and then half a foot down it'll be cold, like my relationship with my father. The lake that I was in had a pretty defined thermocline, and since it was also a man-made lake that used to be a quarry, it had a bunch of these tiered drop-offs that just kind of go down and down and down, deeper than Morgan Freeman's voice. So at one point we swim out over one of these drop-offs, and right as I'm staring into the abyss below, I dip into the thermocline, and it feels like something massive is breathing a blast of cold air up at me from the bottom of the lake. I almost started hyperventilating, but I managed to calm down by thinking about how embarrassing it would be to die. Kind of a rookie move, to be honest. I'm too built different to go out like that. The whole ordeal inspired me to make an analog horror video out of some GoPro footage I got at the bottom of the lake. I meant to upload it last Halloween, but I'm lazy. Maybe I'll upload it at the same time as this video, who knows. Anyway, if you've bothered watching this far into the video, I think you've earned a little treat. Here's some scuba footage. Enjoy. Oh no! That was fun. Wasn't that skin-crawlingly terrifying? Happy Halloween, everyone. Okay, thanks for watching. I've been meaning to make a Halloween video about my greatest fear for a long time now, and I just finally got around to it because I figured I've got the green screen. It's a lot easier to make videos with that than it is to animate them. So screw it, you know? Yeah, I made a video last year of just about like how much I like fall and how much I like Halloween. And that's a much more, I guess, sentimental video, but this one's a lot more real. Like the last one was real too, but this one's more just an honest depiction of like a very genuine fear I have. I know I was like kind of simultaneously a little goofy about it in this video and also took it like way too seriously for the bit, but genuinely it is one of my biggest fears. Like that whole scene about the cruise ship is completely real. That actually happened to me. Not the falling overboard part, but the thinking about falling overboard part. And it was pretty overwhelming. I did actually like physically sprint away from the edge of the ship. I'm still making this a bigger deal than it really is, aren't I? I've seen some good videos on Thalassophobia. I've seen a lot of shitty ones too, but I've seen some genuinely great video essays about it. You should go look into those. I think Nexpo made one. It was pretty good if I remember correctly. And if you're looking for a good Thalassophobia triggering video game, I'd recommend the game Subnautica. I'd be surprised if anyone hasn't heard of it by now. It got pretty popular a while back. It's a really good game. It's a little buggy at times, but it's a good game. It's a lot of fun. I know I haven't been uploading that much recently, like over the summer. I honestly just didn't feel like it. This isn't my job. It's a hobby. I upload when I feel like it, you know? Have a good one. Happy Halloween. Eat some candy corn. People hate it. I love it. It's the best. Flame me in the comments if you want. You can't hide from the truth. Candy corn is delicious, and you know it.